Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ask the Unicorn. Sorry we're a little late this evening. We had some technical difficulties, but they're all straightened out now. I'm Ahura Z, and the name of the show is Ask the Unicorn. For those of you that are attending for the first time, this is my stalwart companion, Nirakazi.
Hello, today is October the 5th, 2016, and it is episode 102.
That's right, 102. And we're hoping for a good show this evening. I hope you all tell your friends about the show. Before we begin, however, I'd like to give a shout out to all of my independent film maker colleagues that are coming out with good films. I've been working on Valkyr myself, and it is, I know I've said this a few times, it's nearing completion, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so, I'm making sure that it's a good quality program. And so far, it's looking really, really good. I should be finished with it by the end of October, or somewhere towards the middle of October. And I'll start the promotion for it and the release for it. And there are a lot of good films that are coming out this year and in the beginning of next year. And we all work very, very diligently to bring you wonderful entertainment. A big film that is coming out is done by Paco Seth Roberts, and that is Those We Leave Behind, which deals with veteran suicide and the effects that it has on everybody that is left behind. And I promise this to be a really good film. So I don't have much ranting to do this evening. I just would like to get right into the show as we started a little bit late. For those of you that are just joining us, hello. I will answer questions of a metaphysical, paranormal, mystical, and spiritual nature. However, there are two types of questions that I do not answer. That is whether or not someone is going to die or whether or not someone is cheating on someone. If you want to ask those types of questions, you should probably ask the people that you are asking about. Other than that, everything is fair game. I hope I can brings you some peace in your life and help you to carry on with your spiritual path and your growth, your evolutionary growth. That being said, let's get on with the show. The unicorn is in. I'm listening.
That's their puppy, one of your puppies.
That's Ling.
No.
I'm telling you, it's Ling.
That's Ling.
Yeah, that was Ling.
That's coming. No, that's coming from in there.
Ling was snoring.
No, that's coming from in there.
She sounds like an old guy.
No, I hear them at night. That's them.
Yeah, well, that was her just now. Okay, so what have you got?
Rebecca says hi.
Hi, Rebecca. How you doing?
Shout outs to Tavari, Miyoko, Charlie, and Michelle are on.
Hello.
Charlie/Amy.
I know.
I think.
How you guys doing?
And Vasu.
Good to hear from you. Good to see you. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them for you.
We are waiting to see if Sonari has uploaded
Any other questions?
the link. Yeah, because there was a delay. Amy York is on as well. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. So, how's everybody doing? Okay, just a simple question. How is everyone doing? You guys doing okay? I know that everybody's all up in arms and riled about the debates and elections and all that good kind of stuff. Halloween is coming, and people are afraid of clowns for some reason. I am not, never have been, and never will be. If I found a creepy clown stalking kids, I would just take care of it very quickly and very effectively and very quietly. Other than that, there are crazy people all vying for the White House or waiting to violate the White House. And our country, and there are crazy people that are backing them, and that's just the way that I feel about things.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. That's Bucky.
That's
The puppies are all growing. They're pretty big. Remember when they were just a hand size? Now they're like monsters, and they eat a lot. Are very playful and very beautiful. And maybe I'll get to show you guys one of them before we end the show. Another point of interest is that I will be doing a panel at Animane
in South Portland.
In South Portland this year, and the panel is on video games as a form of therapy. In other words, the therapeutic effects of video games, how they can help people with phobias and so forth. And I've been speaking about this for a long time. And video games is a very effective form of treating any type of phobia and almost any form of mental trauma and any kind of fixation. And I'll be speaking on that at Anime, in my neat cosplay that I'll be wearing.
What am I gonna cosplay as?
I don't know. Maybe like a reverse Twi'lek.
No.
You did a Twi'lek last time. So maybe a blue Twi'lek.
No, I don't do blue.
How about an orange Twi'lek with
No.
red hair? That would be cool.
I could do Urza right.
You look like fire. Yeah, you could do Urza.
Done right. All right. We have a question
Okay, what do you got?
from guest 923. Hi, can you answer this question? My partner was in a half awake state, keeps getting visited by a woman in black. What is happening, please?
More than likely, he has formed a rapport with a dream being or an astral being. Don't get freaked out by the color black. Actually, the color black is not always something bad. 9 times out of 10 is something good. But it could be that there's either a spirit or an astral being or an energy that has formed a rapport with him. And there's something that he probably needs to get out. Someone trying to communicate him, or maybe he just has this thing that a lot of people do have, which is involuntary astral travel, and may have picked up an astral being. It's very easy to fix, but find someone like myself that can do that. Okay, that's what that is. Hope that helps you out. Okay, what else have you got?
Michelle says hi.
Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
Wesley says, it's 2 a.m. here, but I really wanted to see your show live for a bit. I really enjoyed the show. Thank you for hosting it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, people are I think people are a little sleepy because it's like Wednesday. And I only perused Facebook for a moment because Facebook is a wonderful time waster. So I just decided not to do it. But there's some interesting things that have come up on Facebook. There's a bunch of crazy stuff that's happening. I'm not even going to get into that kind of crap. But what I am going to say is people are doing a lot of interesting things. It seems that there's a growing force of people that are trying to spread some form of positivity and evolve themselves, get themselves into a state of esotericism, which is wonderful, actually. More and more people interested in the paranormal, more and more people interested in the mystical and the spiritual, and a lot more people that are looking for the real meanings behind things and not just the popular fad-like meanings. A lot of people that are practicing different forms of yoga, which is okay. As I always say, there's still no such thing as yoga pants, but okay.
Or hot yoga.
Oh, who?
Hot yoga.
Yeah, hot yoga is not a real form of yoga, and neither is that acrobatic yoga. No. Sorry. But if it helps people, I'm all about that. It helps. I studied yoga for a few years, and it was nothing like that. But if it helps people, but I need to clarify something. Yoga is not a form of exercise. Yoga is stretching.
It's still freaking good to do.
Yeah, sure, it's good to do, but it's not exercise.
Yeah, I'll hold that pose for ever.
Sure, I used to.
It's still an
It was
exercise.
boring to me. Sorry. It's for some people, it's not for others.
It's not for me.
Yeah, I prefer Tai Chi. But
What?
there are a lot. I prefer Tai Chi.
No.
There are a lot of people that are finding ways to express themselves and finding ways to evolve themselves, and I kind of appreciate that. More and more people are interested in the tarot, although again, I've had to caution people about using Ouija boards.
That reminds me. You got contacted by a certain
Somebody else who used a Ouija board?
No, it's close. Due to confidentiality, you got contacted by a publication that wants to do an article
On what?
and she wants to know if you can do an article on how to properly conduct a séance. Because she looked at our website and she said that the people in our facility seem very highly knowledgeable.
Well, they are, because I'm constantly disciplining people. However,
I was like, oh, how to properly not hold a séance.
well, no, there are mediums that can do that. There are mediums that can do that. That's just like the mediums that can do that are 1 in about 154. But there are people that can. And yes, I do know how to properly conduct a séance. I do not recommend it, as if you do not, by doing something like that, I can talk about experiences that I've had and experiences that I've seen, and my observations, and also what happens during a séance. But to tell someone how to properly conduct a séance, it would be like giving someone that was 5 years old a Mac 10 and giving them the instructions to use it. Remember, in order to do a séance, you have to be properly prepared to do that séance, which means that you have to be properly disciplined. Not only do you have to have the gift, but you have to understand what your gift is about. And then you have to be taught the rules of engagement when you're dealing with spirits, when you're dealing with otherworldly energies. It's not a naive practice, It's not like baking bread, how to bake a good loaf of bread, okay? But you're dealing with your life, and you're dealing with spirits. You're dealing with your life force and the life force of others. I could do something on that. That would be fine, but I'm not going to give any of the keys, because that would be stupid. The person has to earn those keys.
Well, just so you know, I'll show you the email later, and you can tell me how you want me to respond to her.
Yeah, I'll probably tell you exactly what I just told you now. Tell her exactly what I just told you now. There are proper ways to conduct a séance. Séances are a lot.
Oh, should I be taking this down?
No,
okay.
Because you can't explain it right.
Exactly.
A séance is something that you don't mess around with. You can wind up talking to something that you really don't want to have a conversation with. It's the same as using one of those spirit boards. If you can avoid doing it, then do. Most people like to get in touch with someone that they have not let go of, and that's pretty easy. If you're talking to a person like myself, I know a lot of spirits in myself. I do know some mediums, though. I mean, I'm very good friends with mediums. They are the ones that do that kind of thing, and I even caution them. Because remember, there's no way to allow something to be inside you without taking on a residual, and that being taking on a residual from you. It's just an exchange. That's the way that it goes. That's the way that the universe is. If you take water and you put coffee in the water, you can take the coffee grounds out, but there's still coffee left in the water. And the water is no longer just water. It's just that way. So, I'll help her out. What else have you got for her?
Shout outs to Darius. He says, hello, just stopping by. Hey, Darius.
Hey, Darius, how you doing?
Lisa and Ray say hi. They're in the UK.
Hey, Lisa and Ray, how you doing?
Thanks for tuning in. Angie Chan's on. And we have a question from Vasu. She says, have you seen the movie The Other Side other side of the door, do you think entities get corrupted when they come towards the earth?
Sometimes. Of course they do. They get corrupted by sensory input. But then again, they can sometimes corrupt. I think the biggest thing when it comes to dealing with entities is that people need to learn when to let go. And if they have not learned how to let go, they need to learn something about boundaries. Well, remember, I told you that spirits merely lose their body. They don't lose their head. They don't lose their ability to think. They're not just some wandering ghosts like many religious orders believe, that once you lose your body, then you lose all sense of thinking or thought or this or that and the other. You just empty template. It doesn't work that way. If it did work that way, we'd all probably be in a lot better state, because we wouldn't have different powers and principalities and spirits messing with our heads, or messing with those heads that can't fight them off. So yeah, sometimes they do get corrupted, but other times they get corrupted by people on this side that are trying to contact them for various reasons. When you leave this life, or when you leave this your physical form, you leave physical karma. For that brief moment, you have left physical karma and onto a different set of experiences. True, it's kind of like the laws of cause and effect do follow wherever you go, but once you've broken a karmic attachment, it's best not to reattach it or refuse it, because then you'll just bring up new karmic experiences that you will either have to pay for one way or another. So, yeah, they do get corrupted. Sometimes, not all of them. Okay, what else have you got? I hope that helps you out, boss.
We have a question from guest 923. Hi,
Sure.
are ghost souls that have been banished to a ghost realm for eternity?
No, they are not. Those would be astral beings, that they're banished to the astral plane to learn a lesson. However, nothing is necessarily for eternity. A ghost is something you can't really interact with. A ghost is merely an energy signature of something that once was, or someone that once was. A spirit, on the other hand, is a soul, and those souls reincarnate. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they reincarnate someplace else. But no, they are not banished anywhere for any eternity, unless they have done a violation of life against the very principle of life. Then they are sent to the astral realm, where they need to reflect on that which they did. It's a very difficult thing to have to deal with, but it is in fact true. I hope that helps you out. Next.
Puppies snoring.
Hey, the chow-chows, they snore. And they're fat chow-chows at that.
Yeah, don't wake them.
They're not going to wake up for me talking. My voice is soothing them into a more sleep, a deeper, restful state. The same way as it does you, my young Padawan.
You wish. Vasu says, she asks, what really happens when someone uses the Ouija board?
That is a contract. You are forming a contract with a spiritual being. And they are at the same time forming a contract with you. Only what they are saying and what you are saying can be very, very different, but the answer can still be the same. In other words, when you form this contract, remember the universal law that says for everything that is given, there must be an exchange, and that is the absolute truth, whether you like it or not. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. You are forming a rapport with a being that wants out of the astral realm. And the Ouija board was created exactly for that, because it knew the people were so stupid that they were going to use it. So they introduced it as a game, as a child's toy. And people fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And you form a contract. Remember, all of the letters that are on the board, A through Z, 1 through 10, yes, no, day, night, hello, goodbye. And you know, you're asking, oh, can I know the secret of this? And that being will tell you or lead you to yes, but at the same time, it could be asking you, can I come out and cohabitate with you in your own body? And you've given them permission to. Remember, they cannot violate free will. If you let them in, if you tell them they can come in, there's a pretty good chance that they will. And when they do, you can't just kick them out because you told them they can come in. They know this law because these laws they are not bogged down by a human belief system anymore. There is no time. There is no space. There is no necessarily right and wrong judgment or conscious. There's merely them wanting to escape a lesson. And you all really need to learn that. Your fascination with such things is kind of ridiculous. I mean, that would be the same fascination with drinking a cup of cyanide, wondering whether or not it would kill you. Could you be lucky? Could you get, to the hospital quick enough before the effects actually took place? Well, cyanide, nope. Was the astral realm? No. If you didn't already get hooked up with some being at some point, you were very, very fortunate. And it's probably because your guardian angels were working overtime, trying to get you out of a sticky situation. But us humans, we've got to run right back into hell. And I can't even tell you how many times I've pulled someone out of that astral influence and they have found a way to run their silly behinds right back into the doorway of hell. Thinking that, oh, well, it can't be that bad. I got out of it. Well, it was a party and we weren't really serious. We were only playing. Yeah, right. My analogy for that is, listen, if two people are playing with a gun on a table and one of them gets shot, does it really matter if you didn't mean to do it? Does it really matter that you weren't serious? That is a contract. You are signing a contract. There are so many different ways to sign a contract. And there are beings that know that you don't know that. They understand that you don't believe that. You don't know that. You can't accept that. It's a curiosity to you. Think about it just for a second. If you were someone who actually believed in God, who actually understood that there was a spiritual realm and that spiritual realm could do you great wonders and good, but at the same time could utterly destroy you, wouldn't you be a lot more careful if you actually did believe in it? If you actually did know that there was a spiritual realm? It goes back to this one person I heard talking one day, and he says, people are not, these people that call themselves Christian, most of them are not Christians. They just go to the church. They're all a fan of being a Christian. They're a fan of God, but they don't believe in God. They don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe in any of the Christ. They don't believe in the goddess. They just pretend to believe in the goddess because it makes them feel cool. Or they think that it's going to get them some kudos someplace, or they are admired by all of their naive friends that don't know much about stuff. They're not really. Think about all of the people that are running around being racist and sexist and abusive and brutal and thieving and stuff, and they'll call themselves a Christian. No, you are not. Do not insult that word by calling yourself a Christian, knowing that you are discriminating against someone because of the color of their skin, or their sexual preference, or how tall they are, how short they are, how thin they are, how fat they are, the people that they hang out with. Listen, I got news for all of you people. Jesus did not come here to make America great again. Okay?
No.
And I got another thing for you. You have to remember that Jesus was born over that place that you people keep cursing. Remember, he wasn't born in Iowa.
Man.
He didn't walk the halls of Mississippi or Arkansas or Louisiana or places like that. People need to get real. If you're going to be Christian, then live by Christian values. If you're going to be Catholic, then live by Catholic values. If you're going to be Jewish, if you're going to be Hindu, if you're going to be Muslim, if you're going to be whatever you are, then live by those values. And if your God says that you're to love everybody the way that God loves you, then damn it, that's what you're supposed to do. All you people out there that are talking about make America great again because that moron decided to put on a hat that said it, you need to understand something. America was not made great. It didn't start off great. There are people who died brutally. There's a trail of blood that would make the Red Sea seem like a puddle. That's not greatness. You want to make America great? Stop being racist. Stop being sexist. Stop being hateful. And don't stand for your fellow man being hateful. Stop making God a joke. That's how you do that. You want to learn about the spiritual realm? Then damn it, earn it. Quit looking for this easy doorway. Learn to pray. Learn to meditate. Learn to do soul travel. Learn to concentrate. Give yourself some discipline. Reach higher in your mind. That beautiful computer that you all got given has everything on the inside of it and the capacity to do everything without leaving your body. That's kind of stupid. Think about it. It's really just stupid. You know, I had to say last week that can we just get real, and you got to understand that spirituality is reality. Yes, you can use a lot of mediums in order to give you great mystical experiences, but I just got one question for you. Once you have that mystical experience, what are you going to do with it? Do you even know? Why do you want to astral travel? Why do you want to make a bond with an astral being? Why? Why? Do you think it will give you some enhancing power? And now I got another question for you. So there's a lot of predatory entities that are out there that steal energy, that are looking to rob you of your place. What makes you think that predators are going to want to make more predators? There's no easy, well, I suppose it can be easy. I can't say that there's no easy way. But what I can say is there's a smart way. And then there's an absolutely stupid way, which causes you to have to call a person like me to look at you really mean and say, why the hell did you do that? After I've told you. Just didn't believe me? Oh, I've had people come back and say, oh, you were right. And I'm like, duh, of course I'm right. I stand in the middle of a great place that has all of this information, that has tons and tons of information that pours through me daily. I'm like the phone. Okay, you're talking to the universe. You talk to me, it's like talking to the universe. I'm the phone. Yeah, I'm right because they talk through me. And that's the only reason I'm right. People need to stop messing with things like that. You're messing with the wrong things. There are other things to do if you want to be unleashed into a cosmic consciousness. Well, I want to go to the astral realm because you can fly.
You can play a video game and fly.
You can fly right, sitting right where you are, being fully conscious and not leaving your body. Maybe, if you're smart enough, you'd be like these guys that are building these hover guys. I've had designs to build a hover thing for a long time. It's not new to me. It's pretty cool that someone had the resources to do it. But I should talk to you guys all the time about building things that flew, saying how they're doing exactly what I said to do. There are ways. There are definitely ways that will keep you out of trouble. Realize yourself. Use that magnificent mind that you have. It is just waiting to be used. Okay, so what else have you got for me? Hope that helps you out, Dawson.
Darius has a question. He says, what are your thoughts on psychic surgery?
I do psychic surgery.
All the time.
All the time. My thoughts on psychic surgery, if you want to call it that, is it's real, it works, and I do it all the time. You can learn to do it. I have a particular form of healing that I do that I call unicorn light healing. And if you want to learn unicorn light healing, I do teach. I do not teach for free, but I can certify you in my methods. It's very, very effective. There are psychic surgeons that, like myself, usually we get energetic tools in order to do these surgeries with. But that comes after practicing for a time. You don't just be given some. That's why I hear someone that doing Reiki for a couple of months or a few months and call themselves a Reiki master. And I just go, of course you are, dear. You don't master anything in just a few months. I don't care who you are. So, not to offend you people that do Reiki. I mean, Reiki is a good and valid practice. It's just that, I didn't pay for my quote-unquote certifications. I did not pay for my right to do what I did and do. I did not pay to become the person that I am, except for to learn. If I was taking classes, my classes came over 6 years of formal training. 6 years. And after that, I continued to train. And even then, I refused to call myself some master. Does it make sense? So, let me know when you're ready to learn it. What else have you got?
Angie Chen asks, can mold be a curse or something else? Mold pushed me out of the last place I stayed and infested the place I was trying to move to.
Mold can be both a physical attribute, but is usually a breakdown, a misplaced earth elemental type of an energy. It can be a curse. It can also be just a breakdown of an earth element. And that earth element may be trapped. You have to think of it like this. Let's say that these earth elementals are kind of like janitors that make sure that the decay process happens so they could just be totally degenerated and then start over again. But sometimes things will get delayed. They will get contaminated. They will get stalled. And that's when you have rot. When you have rot, it can draw all kinds of negative things. And many times it will draw other negative entities that have went awry. So yeah, it can be a curse. And it can make you very ill. So you need to be careful of that. Hope that helps you. My chair rocks. Chris doesn't.
No, I'm not even going to try because I'll fall over. I would be that guy, that person. Rebecca has a question. She says, sometimes during a particular disturbing lucid dream, I attempt to wake myself but can't. What causes the paralysis? Nice dreams are simple to wake from, but the scary ones feel too heavy to come out from under.
It's because you allow yourself to be frozen by the fear.
She says, any tips on pulling out of a dark dream?
Yes, calm down. Calm yourself. Give yourself something to think of that you call a pole star type of a thought. I used to use Jesus, and I still do. Works every time. Calm yourself. Be patient. You'll be fine. See, fear causes you to freeze. It causes you to break down. It causes things to just stall. And sometimes your fear can be so overwhelming it will just totally immobilize you. This is one of those things that I talk about in playing a video game. I would have a class of mine play a particular video game that I knew was kind of horrifying and have them get out of a scenario. And you'd be amazed at how many of them froze. Just froze. One woman who claimed that it was just a waste of time, waste of mind time, and it was mindless. So I said, okay, then you should do this if it's mindless because you're pretty smart, and she's pretty smart. You know, and scenario started, she was walking along fine, and then the action happened, and she utterly froze. Absolutely froze. It happened time after time after time. It's kind of like, I call it the tornado effect. You know, you see this tornado bearing down on you, and, you know, it's huge, but it's just so beautiful to watch and terrifying at the same time, you know? So you look at it, and this little voice in your head says, run. But you're still looking at it, and it says, run. You're still looking, and it goes, run! And then you start to jerkily run away because you have to break that fear thing. You know, what's the saying? You have to break the fear. The only way for you to break the fear is to calm yourself. And if you're lucid, this should help you. Take your hand, your dominant hand, and just bring it right in front of your face and close your eyes and say that you're all right. Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Calm yourself and start again. You'll be fine. Works every time. I hope that helps you out. Okie dokie, what do we got?
Darius has a question.
Sure.
He says, hold on. What are some ways to connect with Gaia and the cosmic waters?
Well, Gaia is very easy to connect with. Go take a walk. Feel nature. Feel the air. Feel the trees and the grass. Reach out with your feelings. Connect. She'll give you the opportunity to be tuned with her. You may be walking along and all of a sudden see a piece of litter or garbage on the ground right next to the trash can where someone just carelessly threw it. Then you have to ask yourself a question. Oh, was that put there for my benefit or because it was just there? Understand that there's no such thing as a coincidence, ever. No such thing. All of your experiences are to either learn something, to avoid something, or to make something happen. And since it's like that, it's the same with Gaia. Talk to her. Confide in her. Ask her advice and then listen. Yeah, people wouldn't understand you talking to the air. There's a lot of people who just don't get it. You might even get called a tree hugger.
Yeah.
That's okay. I hug trees. I don't care. Be willing to express yourself with Gaia. Gaia expresses herself fully, all the time, without fail. In order for you to deal with her, you have to be willing to do that. And then if you can't, ask yourself why. Then and only then, once you have met that particular method of oneness with Gaia, will she show you her water. But if you were doing it for selfish reasons, she will not show you. Gaia knows the difference between lip service and sincerity. She's very intelligent. Super intelligent. Excuse me. So I hope that helps you out. What else have you got?
Your rocking is making me sleepy.
Sorry.
I don't know why.
It is my aim to relax everyone.
Rebecca says, great, thank you. I will do that.
Awesome.
That is it for now for questions.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Angie Chan asks, what y'all been up to?
I've been working on a movie.
Puppies.
And puppies. Here,
Bakery.
give me one.
Puppies. Work. Puppies. Sleep.
Give me Bucky
puppies,
Boy so they can see Bucky Boy.
Sleep. More bakery.
Or no, give me Cersei.
Puppies.
Only Cersei has a habit of peeing on me.
She's gonna pee on you.
Give me Bucky. He won't.
Bucky, you want me to
Yes. Only if he's awake.
beast of Bucky.
Bucky is
Now they're
huge.
all awake. Of course, now they're all awake.
Well, just give me Bucky.
Cersei's upside down. Come here, Bucky.
Oh, and I've been watching good shows. I watched Luke Cage and I watched Jessica Jones,
Jeez.
which I didn't like at first, but then I went ahead and watched it, and I get surprised because I did start to like, hey, Bucky boy, how you doing? Hi, Superman, big boy.
Oh my God.
Hi, big boy. Hi.
Turn him around so people can see.
I'm
his
trying
face.
to. He's like wigging out. This is Bucky boy.
Look how big they are, guys. The baby Bucky. He's
Yes.
a wuss.
He's a good boy. He's not a wuss.
Yeah, huh? He did the same thing Hiroshi did with the U-Haul truck out there. He freaked out.
Well, he's a puppy though. Hiroshi didn't have an excuse. Look at this is Bucky boy, and he's a good boy. He's a big lovey boy. And this is what a purebred chow chow looks like. Say hi. Looks kind of like a bear, doesn't he? Tell him, and I like honey too. You want to say hi to everybody, Bucky?
He stares into people's souls.
Yes, Bucky has a peculiar stare to him.
His eyes are so wide.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of them.
So I've been watching these shows, and I really like these shows, and there's Cersei Girl.
She's got slanty eyes, squinty eyes.
Hi, baby. We woke them up, so they're kind of spaced out a bit.
Give her a little tail. Tick, 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 tick. Cersei. Tick, tick, tick.
Cersei's almost as big as Kazi.
Bucky's freaking bigger.
But anyway, I've been watching different shows. I've been working on Valkyr. You know, Valkyr is very, very interesting. In the way that I have to do all of the editing, so I'm doing the fine editing right now. Fine editing right now, and it's turning out very, very good. Oh, by the way, Angie, I saw Shing in an episode of Luke Cage.
Does she know Shing?
Yes, you know Shing.
Yeah, he yelled, Shing! Hey, that's Shing!
Yeah.
Shing! Shing! We're like, what? He's like, it's Shinka! We're like,
Shing is in
oh,
Luke
my God,
Cage,
it is Shing.
and that was pretty cool.
We know him. He was on the TV.
Yeah.
Ling.
One day I'd like to show Jackie my puppies. I'm sure he'd like Bucky. Jackie loves puppies.
Who doesn't love puppies? If you don't love puppies, you're not human.
Yeah. So
Something's wrong with you.
You know, up to a lot of things. We're doing a Halloween thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. For those of you that are in Maine or local in New England, we're doing a Halloween event for Kiwanis at Kiwanis Beach, and that it will be on the 28th and the 29th. Or Friday, wait, the 30th, 29th and the 30th of October, and it's going to be a zombie apocalypse thing that we're doing at Kiwanis Beach. It's going to be really, really cool. Haunted snack shack type of a thing. So come by if you'd like to be part of it. Then you can come by on Friday at about 4:30. And we'll make you up as a zombie, and you can help us out with it. Bucky's gonna eat my thumb. See, hasn't he gotten huge? He's so pretty, though. Aren't you, Bucky boy? It's a good boy. Yeah, I know. Bucky boy. You know, so remember that's the Kiwanis zombie snack shack, and that's the 29th to the 30th of October.
We should put a flyer up at the bakery that says "Zombies Wanted."
Yeah. And we'll have refreshments and a lot of fun. So that's what we've been up to. Been running the bakery. I've been working with the movie. I try to film some scenes here and there. I'm still looking for Gaia, and hopefully she turns up soon. I have Pele in the house, but Kazi has to get ready for her role.
Kazi is trying, but things keep setting her back. As you know.
Yeah, I know. But that's what we've been up to. You know, so next week, tell your friends about the show. Remember, the more people that turn up for the show, the more questions I get asked. The more questions I get asked, the more I get to teach. And then you'll see the progression of this bear. And the other bears that are in there. Okay, so here you can take it.
Oh, man. He's so big.
Yes, he is, but he's so pretty. He's such a good boy.
Oh, my dog's pretty.
He's a good boy.
My dog's cuter.
Yeah.
Look, don't pee on me. Don't pee on me.
Okay, so anyway, that's what we've been up to. You guys need good shows to watch. There are a lot of good shows. Anytime that you'd like some recommendations on video games, I'd be more than happy to do that, as well as I'm an avid gamer. And I'm playing one now that's called Smite. Smite. You get to play as a god.
Oh, that's why you're playing the game?
Well, yeah, I get to be Thor or Zeus or Hercules or they even have Amaterasu. They have Kuan Yin. They have let's see. What should I say? Oh yeah, Hanuman. Ymir and Odin. Yeah. It's pretty cool. They have Anubis. They have Kali.
Do they have Bastet?
No, I haven't seen Bast yet. I think you have to win her. But they do have Ra. And that's pretty cool. You know, another game, Kazi's been playing Dying Light. And she really likes that game.
Yeah, but then I start looking at different tools and thinking about how I can modify it.
Yeah,
like
for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, like a hammer. How do I add an electrical current to that hammer? Well, I need duct tape and this
a
and
battery
this part,
and some wires.
electronics.
And then there is.
Oh, Charlie says, "Hi guys, looking good."
Hey Charlie, how you doing?
Charlie. Not.
How's your mom and your brother?
No, not that Charlie. The other Charlie. Your
Oh, my
sister
Charlie? My Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh.
Charlie.
Hi Charlie.
She showed me a picture of the cake.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it came out cool.
Yeah, Charlie's pretty talented with the cake thing.
She said she's a cake decorator, not a baker.
Hey Charlie.
You
can come up earlier if you want.
gotta come up so we can make some tamales. It's tamales season soon.
Yes, it is. So you need to come up here now and make some tamales. That's because you don't know how to make tamales.
She don't know how to make. I know. She was like, "How do you make tamales?" I'm like, "Dude,
Seriously.
what?"
Turn it into a Latin badge.
It's like, how did you not? What? Huh? It didn't compute in my brain. I'm like,
Yeah, she doesn't know how to make tamales. You should be ashamed of yourself. Jose knows how to make
no,
tamales.
they both were like, "This is really good. How do you make it?"
Really?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, man.
It was over at
Mel, come on, dude.
Westbrook. She's Charlie's laughing. I was like, "What? Y'all don't know how to make tamales? What?"
Yeah, Charlie, you need to break away and come up and hang out with us.
She
man.
says, tamales.
Come on up. I mean, you ain't doing nothing.
No, she's not doing nothing. Just
You're not doing nothing, so
you
come on
know.
up here. You don't have to wait till the 21st. Just come up.
Just, working at a museum with a bunch of
You ain't doing nothing.
working with a
Charlie
bunch of.
sits around and puts bangles on stuff, you know.
She said, "Yep, lost my Latina card a long time ago." Shame on you.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
We had a guy from Colombia come in. He was like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
He came in this afternoon. I didn't talk to him because I didn't feel like it. And it would have been awkward because I thought he was Italian. Because he came in with a UNICEF football shirt.
Okay.
Soccer shirt. And I was trying to figure out what team he was wearing. And I was like, I think it's Italy. Maybe he's Italian. I don't want to go up and start talking to him.
You're ashamed of yourself. You know.
Oh yeah, that's true. She said, Puerto Ricans don't do tamales, they do pasteles. It's true, they do pasteles. I have to properly say it, pasteles.
You can't cook nothing Latin.
They don't say pasteles. I can't do it, Charlie. I can't say it the way the Puerto Ricans say it.
Pasteles.
No, that's how the Spaniards would say it. And then I thought he was, anyway, so then I thought he was, instead of being Italian, I thought maybe he was a Spaniard.
Okay, how do you equate Colombia with Puerto Rico?
He was like 7 feet tall and European looking.
So what? That's got nothing to do with.
And he was wearing a UNICEF shirt that was
there's
red
no
and
tall
blue.
Italians.
That's what I thought about Colombians. I'm sorry. Don't hate. I'm sorry.
No, she's not. No, she ain't. She ain't sorry.
Colombians are like.
Yeah, Charlie, come up. Come up.
Stacy
Come on.
says hi.
And Rebecca, you should come up too. We'll have a party. I'll teach you guys my new my new urban country line dance moves.
Oh my God.
Wait, Rebecca got dreads. Did you get dreads, Rebecca?
What?
Yeah, she said she got dreads.
She the one that came to the bakery?
Yeah, the little cute.
Yeah.
lady. Yeah.
The turquoise,
Mhm.
right?
She's
Turquoise.
awesome. Yeah, when are you coming back up?
Okay, so this one has 3 different types of grapes.
And Charlie got her poster, and now we won't see her for a while.
She will. What? I can so cook some Spanish food. Ha ha ha.
No,
Tall
you
Italian.
can't.
She's laughing. Ha ha ha. She's laughing. Tall Italian. Ha ha ha.
She can't cook no Spanish food. She can only make cakes.
So I thought he was a Spaniard because I was like, he's tall. He's like really tall. He was.
I don't know any real tall Spaniards. I know some Spaniards.
He was tall.
He was tall.
He was tall.
You should stop doing
I
that.
know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So all I can see is that lady.
All I can see is Enrique.
Suave.
No, Enrique.
Oh, Enrique.
Enrique.
Oh, that's Rico.
No, that's Enrique.
Rico does that.
I just want to be with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but all the same. Yeah, if you come up.
She says, "Oh, my poster looks so bad. Arse. I just picked it up. And what does dreaming about crashing planes mean?"
Crashing planes. That means that you need to look out for something interfering with the project that you're doing. People getting in the way.
This comes with all of this. We should get this.
That's all that means. Okay, just be mindful. People trying to crash your party. Either that or it could be another crashing thing. Was there lightning in it? If there was lightning, then that's something that you may be precogniting about. So you're coming up tomorrow, right?
No. She says, "I decorate, no baking. Ha 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 ha. I can't with you two right now. LOL. Oh, cool. Thought so," she says. About her dream.
Yeah. So are you coming up tomorrow? Charlie's coming up tomorrow.
Does she know that?
Yes, she knows it now.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca's coming up too.
Did you know that, Rebecca?
Rebecca knew that.
Why didn't you see that? That's...
So what else did you get there?
Charlie says fire.
Fire? There was fire?
Well, if the plane crashes, you know there's going to be
No,
fire.
sometimes you don't actually see the plane emit any fire.
That's true.
If the plane crashes, then that means that there's an angry situation. If there's like a fire associated with it, that's an angry situation that is going to cause a crash. Where was the plane? Do you remember? If she can remember where it is, that will make a lot of. Oh, did you know that they're doing another Jack Reacher
Did you know?
film?
No, I got another one for
That's
you.
the first one wasn't bad enough.
Jack Reacher. Yeah. No, I got this one for you. Did you know that they're doing they're airing a young MacGyver series?
What?
Yeah. What?
No, they need to leave that show
What?
alone. Okay.
What?
Richard Dean Anderson was MacGyver. They need to quit. Okay, just leave him alone. So they're making movies out of stuff that shouldn't have movies made up about it, like another Jumanji. That they should just leave. That was Robin Williams. Leave him be. Okay, there's certain films you should put in the Hall of Fame and leave them alone.
Oh, they're calling it MacGyver reboot.
Whatever.
It's terrible.
I got a boot for it. They're always remaking stuff. I'm tired of them remaking things.
Charlie says, "Already on the ground."
Already on the ground. It was already on the ground. I see. If it was already on the ground, that's a totally. I thought you said it crashed. But if it was already on the ground and fire broke out, then that is something mental. That is something. That's a volatile situation. Well, like I said, there's always the opportunity. There's always the chance that it could be something actual. You know, there's a lot of different things that have been happening lately. You know, as far as bombings and things like that. But on the other end, that's a fallout. That's a breakout. You know, and an angry breakout that you should be aware of. Oh, shut up.
It is time. It is 8:41.
That's okay. I'm talking with Charlie.
They're gonna.
I don't care. Hush. Okay. So that's what that is. Yeah, you should come up tomorrow. We can discuss it.
She says she can't.
I know you
She
get.
says, "Oh my God, I wish the 21st." Stacy says, "Hi guys." She wants to know if any special events or gatherings this month. Actually, on we're in October, the 29th, we will be up in Augusta at the Mystic Holistic Fair. Surprise!
The 29th?
I just said that, didn't I?
I have the
surprised you.
Kiwanis event.
Oh. Right. I guess we won't be there unless you want to be there working till like from 6
I can be there
to
till
10.
2.
From 6 to like, we'll be working from 6 to like 10 at night. The bakery. And then.
No.
So which one do you not want to do?
What do you mean? I have to do them all. I have to do the bakery, I have to do the event, and I have to do Halloween. I'm capable of doing them all.
You're gonna have to get me some kind of like repack battery rechargeable thing because
it will happen.
And we're also looking for zombies, and so
yeah. So if you need something to do, you can come up and be a zombie in our event.
I guess she wants to be a zombie. She says.
Hey.
Darius says.
Stop it.
He has a couple of comments. He says, all knowledge and wisdom is important. People go in for fame when that is not important in spirituality, as it is to nurture the soul. I do want to be a serious shaman and healer. And he says, I connected with the trees once and felt so much a part of it, like I was moving with it. I even found that there are portals within the trees that are for the real elements of all kinds. That's his comments.
Okay, that's true.
Charlie says, send your clones.
Send my clones.
I wish I had clones. Oh my God.
I wish I had an army of clones. I would take over everything. And it would be for everyone's own good. And I would build a wall around Trump. Only I would build individual walls around each one of his supporters so they couldn't talk to each other. And then I would sit down and make Hillary Clinton watch reruns of We Are the World until she started telling the truth about things. So. And then I would abolish the role of president. And then everybody, okay, I would be like the emperor, but the only rule that I would make is that you mind your own damn business. Okay, leave each other alone. That's it. Anyway, it is that time. And I'd like to sit and chat with you all night, but I cannot. I will see you all next week. Till then, everybody do something kind. I know you people didn't do your 5 things that I gave you to do. So I'm going to give you another week to do them. 5 acts of kindness. Okay? And we'll talk about them next week. Until then, please try to be good with each other, okay? Don't go getting all hot and bothered because the world is full of stupid people. It's always been full of stupid people. You just don't want to be one of them, okay? This is Halloween season. Have a good time. If you see a clown and it tries to scare you, decapitate it. No, I'm just kidding.
Charlie says, then I can have my own clone and I'll feed it and make movies with him and dance with him and have him train me. LOL. Charlie, I don't know if you know what a clone is.
A clone would be just like me.
Not like you. A clone would be one of yourself.
Yeah, just like me. Duh.
She said, then I can have my own clone.
And she could train him. You don't understand. She said him. She was talking about
a clone of Z.
Yes. Everyone wants a clone of Z.
I don't want a clone of Z.
Yes, you already have the original.
No, I don't want any more.
Yes, you do.
No, then you'd have to have more of me to balance it up. Night night. Charlie says, good job, guys.
Okay.
So now they're like, clone of Z.
Yes, many clones. An army of clones. All right, I'll see you all next week. Okay, have a good week. Unicorn out.